Ironic. Ironic.
What is going on? We are back on Twitch again. United Sim Football Association action here coming to you tonight. We got the Western Conference Championship game to start out the set. Can't wait to see what's going to go down in this ball game. Two great teams, and I didn't come alone. The league owner, he said he ain't dead yet. Coming out the woodwork like he got shot in the head like Mr. Trump or something like that. That's pretty crazy, man. You doing all right?
I'm doing all right. Hopefully just one more doctor's appointment tomorrow, and hopefully they're going to tell me I don't need surgery. Hopefully they're going to tell me that everything's fine and I can go back to living my life. So I'd love to get back in here with you guys as quickly as possible.
Love to see it. I love to hear it. Well, Keep the praise going on for the big homie. He said he ain't gonna miss out on too many games. He missed out on the playoff games earlier. That was yesterday, but we got a real great game here, Dallas and Huntington Beach, and it's been a while since we heard your voice a little bit. I'm gonna let you choose one of these teams to talk about, and we can go ahead and get into it.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Dragons because I feel like they're kind of a new up-and-coming challenger to this, what could arguably be the end of the Huntington Beach dynasty. But, you know, one thing that really sticks out to me as I'm kind of coming back and looking at the leaders and looking at things that is going on for Dallas, they have the number one running back, Dominic McKenzie, and Justin Duke, their quarterback, is leading the league in touchdown passes, as well as second in passing yards per game. I mean, if that's not a 1-2 combo. Oh, and Jerry Riggs is casually leading the league in receiving yards. So, like, if there's a team, I think right now, I haven't seen much of Huntington Beach this season, but just based on what I know of them, it looks like Dallas has the offensive firepower to keep up. The one thing that I would have a question on is where do they get their defense? TJ Blackman has 66 tackles on the year by himself, but who else is picking up the slack? How is their secondary going to hold up? Are big questions for me. Against the always lethal Huntington Beach attack.
Most definitely, and I know that the cornerbacks there for Dallas is going to say something. Don't forget the strong safety Wheezy Porter Jr., who is seemingly always around the football, and I'm looking to see if he can make some big plays. But just to go briefly about Huntington Beach, they've been on their mood all the way through. Still got a great quarterback, still got a great running game with Howard and also Tim Carlson, who both are in the top 6, I believe, when it comes to rushing yards. Don't forget the big homies over there in the receiving crew. Ryan Davis, always a top wide receiver. You got Carlton Banks, you got Earl Flint, Cassius Castle holding him down in the backfield. Eric Slam Duncan, he's not a slouch at tight end at all. They got the best fullback in the game with Donnell Sullivan, rookie, doing his thing. A lot of things going down here for Huntington Beach, and don't forget that strong secondary, that strong defense for Huntington Beach. And that's going to be a tough test overall to see if the rookie quarterback Justin Duke can beat Huntington Beach for the first time in his career. If we go back to the regular season, they lost twice. So this would be a perfect time to right those two wrongs. But right now, they're going to be the underdogs. It's Dallas. It's going to be a fun ride.
Absolutely. And, you know, without further ado, I won't keep the homies waiting. Let's get this thing underway.
You know you've been around me too long. If you're starting to say homies, I love to hear it. Let's go ahead and hit that play game button. Let's get this thing rolling. Best of luck to both of these teams. And we are underway here in Huntington Beach, California. Dallas is going to start out with the football, and it's going to be 1st and 10, folks. Let's go ahead and get into it. Justin Duke in the chat saying that we're due for one, as he's going to go ahead and roll out and going to launch this one to the middle of the field and going to be almost picked off. And that was one of those guys they need to watch out for, is Jason Breeze Jr. Beautiful coverage there.
Absolutely. And, you know, I wish I knew a little more about the history of these two teams this particular season. But, you know, like I say, any given Sunday, anything can happen. Just giving off the brief little bit that I've seen on the stats lately.
I'm going to be passing
it looks like Dallas can do it.
Yeah, a little quick pitch to the right side there for the tight end. Going to pick up 3. 3rd and 7 coming up. And you got to expect to pass in this situation.
Yeah, definitely got a pass here. And I would expect Huntington Beach to recognize that fact and maybe play a little bit further back in coverage.
3rd and 7. Shotgun set. Dominic is back there. Going to fake the hike. Gonna look for a man here, taking off to run off the right side, and he almost had his man, but the hit forced the incompletion, and the Huntington Beach defense does his job.
Quick drive there for Dallas. Gives Huntington Beach the ball in their home territory. Like, you're gonna have to come out with one hell of a defensive stop here if you're Dallas.
Gonna send this one away, almost blocked. But he does get it away there to Earl Flint. Gonna take this to the right side, and great special teams coverage, stopping them at the 25-yard line. So pretty even in regards to the starting field position. Earl Flint on the return. And there goes former MVP Tyler Deathridge on the down season, but still ends up getting the number 1 seed, as that is going to be a tackle for loss. And Dallas is going to need to do that a lot if they expect to win this game.
Yeah, and really any kind of defensive pressure you can put on Huntington Beach is only going to help your cause in the long run. The longer you can keep them off the scoreboard, the better your chances are.
Shotgun set, and they're going to fake the handoff here, settling in the pocket, and overthrows his man Ryan Davis, who had him wide open. It's going to be a 3rd and long situation here for Huntington Beach.
A bit of an uncharacteristic throw there from Deathridge, if I may say so.
Throwing a very solid 67% all the way around. A little bit down from what he's normally been doing. 67 still respectable for sure. Average around like 65 or so. Is going to go ahead and launch it short. It's going to be caught trying to get the first, but the defense clamps down, holds them to 9 yards as opposed to 11. And that's going to force the punt here.
Oh, Dallas came out. Maybe not great on their first offensive drive, but was able to respond in kind and make that stop. Excellent job.
So both defenses make a play. And it's going to go back to Dallas here as Aiden Teixeira sends this one away. The Dallas punt returner's got some blockers here, and he's going to use it to get past the 20 to about the 23. And it's going to make it 1st and 10. We'll see what the offense could do. Justin Duke coming. Huntington Beach crowd, they want some offense cooking. And they're going to try the ground game for the first time. There goes Jacoby Cobb using his blockers expertly to get a gain of about 10. And that's the biggest play of the game up to this point here for Dallas. Down to the 33.
That's the first down of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But I believe, what's the name? Caleb Howard had the longest play up to this point for about 10 or so. So, yeah, that was a really nice play. First down. And we're going to see shotgun set. And they're going to fake the handoff to Dominic McKenzie. Great defense so far. Going to take off to run. And he's going to try to get away from the rush. And he's going to pick up a loss of 1. There goes Jordan Venny with the sack.
Could have been a lot worse. Did good just to minimize his losses there. Maybe would have liked to see him maybe try something deep on that left side. He had 2 guys in one-on-one coverage. He could have possibly tossed it up for a 50-50.
Strong safety making it happen, looking for a man here. The protection is very, very tough, but not that tough. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Said the quarterback tendencies work the same in 24. It's not exactly the same because it is modded. I have a couple things to kind of spruce it up, make it a little bit easier for the guys to get away and everything like that. As we're going to see the man move here, going to go with the screen, going to be caught, but there's no room to go anywhere for that play, and I'm not a fan of that one, Bruce.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that either. It was instantly sniffed out, had 3 guys on him. By the time he caught the ball, he was going to go nowhere.
4th and 13. And Dallas After getting that first down, going to have to punt it away. Oh, yeah, so don't buy one yet. Yeah, that is true. Going to be sending this one to the right side, and is going to be returned to about the 34-yard line. Best starting field position here for Huntington Beach after the defense stone colds them right quick, and we'll see what they can do here on their second drive. Both of the defenses playing valiantly so far, similar to that Pittsburgh New York game we seen earlier this playoff week, as we're going to see a handoff going to push forward, and once again the defense is not allowing too much on this ground game. He's going to get about 2.
And Dallas showing her up early so far today, keeping this highly touted Huntington Beach team in check so far. You kind of have to wonder, when does Huntington Beach break one loose for a big play?
They've had some chances so far in this game, just haven't been able to connect, as we're going to see a fake of the handoff here. Rocky Ivins trying to get home. They're going to move him around, runs away, makes one man missing, trying to get the first down, but saw number 99 in front of him, and he wasn't going to try that. It's going to be 3rd and 1. How did he not get sacked back there?
Right, and there's the elite talent showing up for Huntington Beach.
Don't forget the exclamation point USFA getting the giveaway. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here, and they're going to go with the reverse. TJ Blackman will make the tackle, but Caleb Howard a little bit too strong on that play, and he's going to push Huntington Beach close to midfield.
Huntington Beach now with their own first down of the game, and we kind of wonder if that's going to start getting them rolling, moving them downhill, getting that downhill momentum.
First down coming up just shy of midfield. Is going to be Carlson there in the backfield. Going to send Donnell Sullivan in motion, and then a handoff pushing forward, finding a little bit of a crease and rumble forward to pick up the first down himself. And now the Huntington Beach offense starting to click a little bit. 2 straight plays, 2 straight first downs. Caleb Howard there in the backfield now, switching it up a little bit. They send a blitz. It doesn't get home, and he's going to go right side, wide open man, sheds the first man inside the 15. Right at the 15 is where they'll mark it, and there goes one of those weapons there for Huntington Beach. It's Carlton Banks.
Yeah, the question was when, not if. Is Huntington Beach going to get a splash play? Because it's really difficult to contain these guys for a full 4 quarters. And that's just an example of it. 1st and
10 coming up. Dallas still in range to potentially do something, but not if they allow plays like that. Earl, the Pearl, Flint, showing out at home. Huntington Beach on top. Huntington Beach trying to get back to the United Bowl, and drives like that could make it happen, as it's 7-0. And they're going to make the play. Dallas is going to try to retort. Missed out on a couple opportunities to slow him down. That missed sack.
That missed sack was a drive killer for Dallas.
And also they sent the blitz a couple of times, but Huntington Beach's O-line, they did their job on this particular drive, and we'll see if Dallas can match that on this upcoming set. 4 minutes, 51 seconds here in the first. We're going to see this kickoff here from Tashira. Let's do it. Going to send this a little bit to the left here, but it is going into the end zone. Kneeled down by Sir Lancelot. We'll see if they can get him involved in this ball game. It's 1st and 10 coming.
Yeah, Dallas has looked a little out of sorts to start this game. So hopefully they can calm it down and get things moving in the right direction.
1st down coming. Shotgun set. Justin Duke's going to give it to DM5 for the first time, and he's not going to get too much. Going to pick up about 1. And we were talking about how good Dallas's front 7 has been. Huntington Beach has a top 3, top 4s of front 7 as well, especially in that D-line. Watch out for defensive end Oleg Crusher, who is on pace to lead the league in sacks, as we're going to see a pass right side and caught. And there goes the first breath of life here on this drive. Going to be an easy 1st down there for Dallas.
As Lancelot comes in with his first catch of the game.
He's a bad man, Majama. I don't care what nobody says. he's great at what he does. As we're going to see McKenzie in motion, then hand it off up the middle, a juke move, and once again another solid carry on the ground there for Jacoby Cobb. Sometimes the backup needs to show what they can do. As they do have Dominic McKenzie there in the backfield. Going to be a short drop back here for Duke. Going to launch this left side and caught. Rumbling forward. Going to get inside the 40. And there goes that man, Rocky Butterfingers. And he's pushing forward inside the 40. Solid start here for Dallas, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great response drive right now.
But now they need to cap it off with 6+1. They're on their way as they're going to move towards the bunch at the top of your screen. Jerry Riggs there, the veteran, down at the bottom by himself. Matched up with who I believe is Adam Leach, as he's going to go ahead and throw that one away. Looked like they might have had Lancelot up top, but I don't think he had enough time to decipher that.
Yeah, a little bit too much pressure, closing in on the pocket, a little bit too fast. Probably made the right decision there and getting rid of it.
Mm-hmm. Need to get past the 27-yard line to keep the drive alive with another 1st down, and they're going to fake the handoff here. The blocking immaculate. Going to go short with it and almost threw an interception. That was a little close there, as Oleg Crusher was right there.
Yeah, that was a little testy.
At the 37-yard line. Like I said, the 27 is where they need to get to keep the drive moving. 2 wide receivers up top, 1 at the bottom. Going to pass it here again. They got the blockers and almost throws the interception again. 2 straight. That was T. Knight there who couldn't hang on to it. 4 for 10 so far here for the rookie in the biggest game of his career.
Now, it's interesting to see these rookies come into the playoffs because, you know, you got guys like Dethridge who came in his rookie season. I believe he won a United Bowl. Did he not?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And, you know, now you've got Duke coming in. Ooh, that's tough. You got Justin Duke here. You've got, who was the rookie last year in Toronto?
Jax James.
Jax James led Toronto to a United Bowl. So these rookies, they're coming in and they're really making impacts on their teams.
It's going to be fun to see them in the new set, as we're going to see a handoff going with the reverse, and once again, the run defense here for Dallas, playing very stout football, is going to be 2nd and 10. Good thing for me, I don't have to work until 1 o'clock tomorrow, and I got some waffle fries that I'm going to warm up after the game. Sending a blitz, almost getting home, forcing the rush, and he barely got that one away. I thought that was going to be a sack. Good job there by Dethridge. And honestly, that's what Dallas needs to do. They need to make sure that 15 is not upright for them to have a chance.
Yeah. Getting Deathridge on the turf as quickly as possible needs to be their mission, or at least making his life as difficult as possible.
Shotgun set. It's going to be Deathridge again, looking for a man. Takes off, and he's going to launch it right side, but it's a little bit out of bounds there. Not the greatest
pressure on those
run.
edges. Pressure on those edges really started crashing in and forced him to kind of make a jump and floating pass, and just didn't quite put it where he wanted it to.
Honestly, that was the only place he could have put that football. Anywhere else in bounds, I think that was chance for INT if it was by that receiver. So probably the best decision he could have made, and they're going to look for a bounce here, but not the bounce they were looking for. Dallas will start out this drive at the 20. And it's going to be interesting to see how this offense starts to turn up now that they found a little bit of life in their team.
Yeah, that last drive showed promise. Missed the kick, which is unfortunate, but they found some things that were working for them. Hopefully they can put those back together.
I think the most encouraging thing is that even though he missed it, he had the distance. So if they need to do it again, they may have a chance to make something happen, but plays like that aren't going to work, especially when you have Gina to clean up Buckley to try to run around. She's one of the fastest linebackers the league's ever seen.
Gina putting together a strong case for potential Hall of Fame in the future.
Only going to get bigger and better from here for sure. One of those anchors here in this Huntington Beach team is they're going to go and launch this right side and going to be almost caught off the tip. And Jerry Riggs was not expecting it to go straight to him. You can tell by his reaction. 3rd and 11.
That was like, you're dropping your phone trying to catch it type thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Dropped it. Then you gotta check to see if the screen cracked, or hopefully you had a screen protector, you know what I'm saying? But you didn't, so you gotta take that to you break our fix or something. There's gonna be a pass here. The protection's breaking down really quick there on Justin Duke, and Jordan Vinny's gonna get his second. And I know I talk a lot of smack about Venom, but he's playing his heart out here to try to get to the United Bowl. Honestly, taking the sack was his best case scenario. If he threw that, chances he was
throw it out of bounds. You throw that out of bounds.
Juke moved there by Flint, who's going to rumble past midfield, and that is going to be the end of quarter number 1. Throw your twos up in the chat. What's he doing out there? He's getting rushed like crazy is what he's doing out there. As we're going to see a handoff. Trying to find a crease. He breaks 1 tackle, runs through 2 more to pick up about 9. Tim Carlson, strong man back, making it happen.
It's fun to see kind of the changing of the guard at the running back position, because for a while, it was Action Jackson and Ulf as a 2-man show, and now you've got whole bunch of different backs hitting 1,000 yards. It's really made the position competitive.
That's another big play here for Huntington Beach as they're starting to turn up a little bit. Carlton Banks with the second big catch of the night. As great as TJ Blackman is in coverage, they made him make a decision. And Tyler Deathridge did his thing to choose the right one to get his team the right way, as that is going to be a tackle there after a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 coming up. Shotgun set. Not quite inside the red zone, but right on the cusp. Here's the pass here. Looking for a man and running straight into a sack. Ooh. And there goes Rocky Ivan, shutting that one down. It's 3rd and 17 coming up.
Well, that one looked painful, too.
In the NFL, that would have been
Roughing the passer.
passer right there. You know what I'm saying? Driving him into the ground. You can't be doing that. Head almost bounced off the ground. That's why we don't watch that. We watch the USFA. It's 3rd and 17 coming up. Gonna be passing it here again, looking for a man. Gonna launch this short, and he's not gonna go too much further than where he caught it. Wheezy Porter shuts that down. And although Dallas did give up some field position, they did hold them to a field goal attempt.
Definitely. Even with the sacks and the loss of yards, you know, they're still in range for this field goal. This is still a very makeable shot.
Cade Teixeira hasn't missed a kick all season long, and he's intent to making sure that continues to happen, and he does. 10-0 is your score, and the Voyagers, they're going to make it a 2-score ball game. Everyone in the chat talking about the spin move to the sack. I will say this: you can say goodbye to that in Madden 20. You can say goodbye. The quarterback logic is a lot more breathable. I will say that.
One of the many reasons that we decided to make the move to 24.
That, along with this essentially being an outdated game, like, I already know a lot of people are tired of the craziness and all the crazy glitches. There's still going to be some logic gaps. We are using Madden, don't get me wrong. I've seen it. But I will say this, it is going to be a lot more efficient in some certain aspects that I won't go into it tonight because we got to focus on the game. But it was definitely a product you all will be proud of for sure. We're going to have a good old time, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be I formation coming up here. Dallas starting it out at the 27, and they're going to stretch it out to the outside and drag down immediately by guess who? Jordan Benny. The gold shoes is working, Caboose.
You know, no, I reject that notion.
2nd and 9 coming up here. Pistol formation. Dallas need to get their offense right. We're going to pass it here. Going with the pass to the right side, and that'll get him past the 30. But once again, Jordan Benny is right there. Johnny on the spot. And is going to make it 3rd and medium.
Yeah, and that was just to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. Nothing fancy there, nothing spectacular, just get a few yards. That 3rd down is convertible.
I'll get past the 37-yard line. We want to keep this drive alive. Going to pass it here, and he's going to get the same treatment, spinning right into a sack, and Gina Declina Buckley says, get off the field.
And get off the field they will.
Setting this one away. Gonna be returned, taking it past the 25. Solid on the special teams there. He's gonna make it 1st and 10. Huntington Beach trying to do something before the end of the first half.
Yeah, and if there's a bright spot in Dallas's game right now, it's been their defense. They've really put the clamps down on Huntington Beach and made things difficult on them to move the ball downfield.
Gonna hand this one off again, pushing forward, sheds the first tackle of TJ Blackman. A rare missed tackle there by the boogeyman, but they're gonna pick up 5 on the carry. They're gonna give him a tackle. I seen it popped up there, so I guess he didn't miss it.
Got an assist or something for the initial hit.
2nd and medium coming up. Shotgun set. Almost got Rocky Ivan offsides, but not to be. They're going to fake the handoff. They're going to look left side and wide open Flint. Past midfield down at the 49-yard line, and another 1st down here for the Voyagers.
Yeah, too much time there for Deathridge in the pocket. He looked on an island, and he had enough time to really pick that defense apart and put the ball right where he wanted it.
Very comfortable right now. And he did take the sack on the last drive, but outside of that, it's been pretty chill. We're going to see a stretch to the left side, pushing forward. A juke move, takes the ankle of one, but not the second. Wheezy Porter not fooled, giving up 3.
That kind of looked like a horse collar tackle, but, you know, it's just me. Here in the USFA, we make sure that when we do vision tests for our refs, they all fail.
Exactly. 2nd and 7 coming up here. Going to fake the handoff. They send a blitz. It doesn't get home, and he's feeling himself launching it deep, and he's got him open, and he got both feet in bounds. Earl, the Pearl, Flint, letting the crowd hear it. They're going to check the booth just to be sure. I believe he got both feet in pretty easily, and the referees agree.
I wasn't quite sure, but the booth says so. The booth says so.
That is not the guy you want to leave on Earl Flint. But at the same time, majority of the Dallas secondary is occupied covering the other receivers.
Mm-hmm.
So many weapons.
And this was one of my concerns at the beginning of the game, is how is this Dallas secondary going to hold up?
I think this is where Dallas should start looking at the secondary side of things when it comes to free agency and in the draft. Because I think that's their main issue, is secondary depth. Not necessarily their starters, but their slot and down. Because as you can see, when you're playing teams that is loaded with talent like this, sometimes all it takes is one.
Mm-hmm. And it's not to say that the guys that they have in there are like bottom of the barrel guys. They're just, you know, when you've got
tiers.
3 elite wide receivers, someone's got to cover them.
Yeah, they probably have a couple tier 3s, couple tier 2s, but if you could find that extra one somewhere in the draft or free agency, I think that's going to change it to a whole nother level, as we're going to see this kickoff sent away, and there goes Sir Lancelot looking for blocks. Going to rumble forward and get close to the 25, but there's a flag that'll put him to the 15. Jackson Storm, the backup linebacker, called for it, and it's going to back him up 10. Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe lower middle tier of the barrel. So not like in the middle, but like right below there. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. Yeah, they need to see if they can find like an upper middle or better, so they can help out with those corners, because I do like what I see from their cornerbacks. Just Carson Cuthbert, he's been doing very well. And then I don't remember off the top of my head the one across from him because I don't have the numbers up, but I know he's a very good guy at the outside. I know John Fowler is very good, but he's not that elite guy.
No, Ethan Flowers.
Yeah, there you go. Ethan Flowers. There you go. Lost the name off the top of my head. As he's going to take off and run and get sacked again. Night Stalker taking him down. I believe Jerry Philbin was there too, splitting it. The 4th sack of the first half here for this Huntington Beach team.
And I think really, if you're Dallas right now, you need to play to the half. Just escape, get out of the half with the score as is. If you can pull this 3rd down off, get some points. But just getting to the half with the score as is would be huge.
A little bit over the top there, but like I said, not too much available for him on that play. 5 for 13. And I don't know how many straight incompletions. It's 4th and 13.
Yeah, this is kind of reminding me of another time that these two teams met in the playoffs with a different quarterback under center for Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's giving a little bit of that feel as he made 2 defenders run into each other, and Earl Flint I don't know if y'all noticed that, but two Dallas defenders just crashed into each other, and that's going to set them up right back in Dallas territory trying to score. Going to be passing it here. They send a blitz again. They're going to throw it left side. It's going to be Rocky Ivan in coverage who's going to make the tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
Well, right now, I mean, Dallas, you can't give up more points before the half here. Like, this is a must-stop drive for Dallas.
Making the handoff here, looking for a lane, and he's going to launch it deep again to the right side. Do they got him? Not going to get it to Davis, who was going up against that same player that gave up that long touchdown earlier. Huntington Beach is looking to take advantage of it. It's 3rd and 7. A great defense, though.
Yeah, what was the number on that guy? Did you get it?
33. I believe that was Raven Kenobi.
Yeah, that is Raven Kenobi.
3rd and 7. Huntington Beach needs to get past the 35 to keep the drive alive. They're going to look short. It's going to be caught, and he's not going to get the first down that way. Down at the 39-yard line. And that'll make it about a 56-yard field goal from this spot if they was to try it.
I mean, I don't know if they need to. They're up by 3 possessions. It's not like these 3 points are going to increase that.
Mm-hmm. And they're going to agree with you there. They're going to go ahead and try to pin. The defense has been playing flawless. They don't need to give Dallas any more chances. He said they're ready to go. It's 1st and 10 Dallas. They need to turn up here. They have plenty of time. They have all 3 timeouts. All they need is 1 score to get the ball rolling.
Yep, and they also have this 2-minute warning coming up here. So, a lot of time.
Huntington Beach is going to start with the football going into the second half, so it's going to be a big drive as he's going to fake it here, looking to go short with it. It's going to be caught, but not getting too much. Going to pick up 4. Maybe that's something they need to see, though. It's just a completion.
Yeah, I mean, with the stat line looking like it is completions right now, I mean that keeps the ball moving forward usually, unless you're throwing screens. But forward momentum is good momentum.
2-minute warning is here. Give some time to think about it. They need to find a way to break this defense open, but they also need to give Justin Duke time. Been pressured a little too much tonight. I'm sure for his liking. Hasn't turned the ball over up to this point, but still got enough time to get right. They're going to quick pitch it right side and caught, and they'll get about another gain of 3. So it's going to be 3rd and short.
Yeah, forward momentum right now is good momentum. Maybe around that 1-minute mark, you start worrying about getting the ball further downfield than these 3-4 yard plays.
2 straight completions here, 3rd and 3. Going to be passing it again, looking to go right side with it and caught, and that is going to be a first down play. Only 47 yards
fake
passed.
mask.
Yeah. 3 catches, 8 yards there for McKenzie. Huntington Beach doing very well on defense. And once again, it's Jordan Vinny on the tackle, doing his thing. 1:17 left in the second. And they're going to start going no huddle here. That's what I like to see. Going to be passing it again. Going to step around, and didn't look like he had too much there. He's going to stop the clock by his own arm.
Nothing wrong with that. Get a small break. You've been going no huddle the past 3 plays. So rally the troops, get a play going, and hopefully they can get something downfield.
2nd and 10 coming up here. Single back set. And they're going to be a short drop back, looking for a man. The blocking is solid. The pass is better, and he hangs on to it, getting close to midfield. And there goes Jerry Riggs, making a veteran catch across the middle.
Riggs proving he's still got it.
Great pass in between those two defenders for sure. Adam Leach and Gina Buckley both in coverage. But they're going to keep on with the no huddle here. About 25 yards away from field goal range. And they're going to fake the handoff here. Going to look to launch this deeper and barely misses his mark there to number 15. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
I like the play. I like the thought behind it.
It's a little off on the execution.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely a good attempt. Beard on blast in the chat saying, throw it deep, you pansy. Is going to see him take off to run. And Ole Crusher says hello as they're going to call the timeout. Dallas is going to try to get something cooking here on this long 3rd down. That's a tough break.
Yeah, not what you want if you're Dallas right now. It's kind of ruined. It just pretty much took away all your forward progress so far. Oh, who's offside?
It's worse. That's not offside. That's going to be a false start, and they're going to get pushed back to the 35. As we're going to get another look at this sack here. Once again, Ole Crusher already a top 5, potentially top 3 defensive lineman here in the league, and he played 4 less games than everybody, which is pretty crazy. As it looks like Dallas is just going to settle for the carry. Huntington Beach will call the timeout to give them at least one more chance, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It was a promising start to the drive for Dallas, but did not end well.
Fourth and 19 coming up here. Gonna send this one away. Looking for a bounce, and that is definitely a helpful bounce down to the 6. Problem is, there's only 22 seconds left, and Huntington Beach could very well just run the football out.
Yeah, if this had maybe 2 minutes left in the half, different situation entirely.
Dallas fans wanting something here tonight, as they're going to give him the handoff and going to take it past the 5-yard line to the 10. And I'm pretty sure they're going to let this one walk out. Huntington Beach, they're proud of what they did here in this first half. They don't need to push the ante. They're going to get the ball back to start the 3rd in what has been a one-sided ball game here. That is
definitely, definitely a bit of a disappointing. What looked like a great opening drive for Dallas, or not opening drive, second drive for Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of fell into some rough territory, and now they've got to really get things together in order to pull this back.
Looks like the fullback got called for the penalty there. Back him up to the 14-yard line. Dallas, my opinion, needs a quick stop, a sack, anything to get some momentum, try to transfer it to their offense here.
Yeah, they need a big play.
1st and 10 coming up. They're going to send Carlson in motion. And they're going to leave him by himself in the middle of the field. Is open. There goes Banks, who's going to rumble forward for a 1st down. Big hit at the end of it, but it's going to give him some breathing room here. Four catches, 56 yards there for Mr. Carlton Banks. I feel like they were trying to rip that ball out. I don't know if you noticed right at the end of that replay. But
yeah, no, I would not be surprised if they're trying to force fumbles right now.
Stretching this outside of the big hole. There goes Howard there for the 1st down. Run with forward, pointing out the way they're going. 2 straight plays, 2 straight 1st downs again here for Huntington Beach.
Still a lot of time left in the game. Still a lot of time left in this drive. A lot of field left. Anything can happen. But for Huntington Beach, things are looking real good.
Rumble forward. Rumble to about the 46-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Eight weeks of fire, and we hit a massive cold spell. That's what Beard on Blast is saying in the chat, and I 100% agree. This is definitely uncharacteristic from what we've been seeing from Dallas recently. They just came off of a game where they scored 39. Granted, not the same caliber as a Huntington Beach that they played, but you'd hope to see at least a field goal, a touchdown, if it was to be the case. I did not have Dallas coming into this game. I did not come into this game thinking that Dallas would be scoreless going at halftime.
Yeah, it's Madden is a fickle thing, and sometimes it's just not your night. So far, it has not been Dallas's night, but that's not to say that they can't turn things around here.
All it takes is one play, one miss-up here from Huntington Beach that could set the tide. I've seen, if you've been around us since we've been in the Madden era, we've seen massive comebacks, 20-plus points to sneak a victory away. It's seen possible, but they're going to need to have everything perfect. Plays like that cannot happen as Huntington Beach gets back in field goal range. And I think it all starts with the trenches, Caboose. They have not got to Deathridge nearly enough.
No, Deathridge has been getting way too much time in the pocket there, and we saw the drives that they were getting to him, they got stops.
And on the opposite side, it's the same. It's the different scenario. It's Huntington Beach getting after Justin Duke all night, as we're going to see a carry there, a short one for about 1.
But I mean, that is part of the duality of Huntington Beach. Like, if you stack the box too much, they'll burn you in the passing game, and if you don't stack the box, they're going to burn you in the run game. Or they might still burn you in the passing game because eventually one of the receivers has to get open.
We're going to see the sack right there. Wheezy Porter getting in the backfield. That's helping out a little bit. Their 2nd sack of the game. Backs them to the 27. Safety blitz gets home.
Yeah, more plays like that need to start getting home. And, I mean, it's only 3 possessions. And there's still quite a lot of time.
Back to the right side and over the head of everybody. Trying to fit that one, not to be. It's going to be 4th and 15 coming up. And we should see the field goal unit come out.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Fourth and 15 coming up. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good. And it's 20-0. Look like they barely sneaked in right there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure it did go in. So I was keeping my mouth shut.
Be like me, just wait for the scoreboard to change or hear that whistle that says no good. Well, that's those the 2 cues right there. Sometimes it'd be hard to see, but it's going to be an interesting set here. Huntington Beach up 3 scores, 20-0. And now they put Dallas in a situation where field goals aren't going to cut it.
This is true. You might be able to get away with 1 field goal.
Maybe. Yeah.
But you need touchdowns.
But the thing is, a field goal, they have to score that field goal within like maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they got to go touchdown all the way through. So Dallas definitely not trying to get shut out. I know that for a fact, if that's the case. But they want to get the W. They need to turn it up here as Sir Lancelot gets to the 23-yard line. And here comes the offense once again. Justin Duke saying 7 or bust. Dominic McKenzie is back there. And they're going to try the ground game, see if he can get some cooking. A juke move gets him free. Woo! Another one gets him free, and he's going to push for the first down. And that's his best play of the game. Looking to get some more. That was a nice play.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, I would have liked to see them try the ground game a little bit more at the beginning of the game. And I think that's one thing about Dallas that's kind of driven me nuts. They've got great backs, but I almost never see them use them frequently enough for my liking.
Dominic McKenzie's definitely a 25 to 30 type of back in regards to how many carries you give him or touches in general. Like, just give him the ball in space, he's going to make it happen, you know?
Yeah.
Second and 7 coming up, and as you already know, as time winds down, the usage of number 5 is going to dwindle, so might as well get his juice, as that is going to be caught. What a catch there by Riggs. And that was a rocket there from JD.
Imagine, look at the pass.
Yeah, that was a rocket. Put in a spot where only his man could get it. Jerry Riggs always comes down with those. He's been doing that since season 4, I think. When was the last time when he started?
5, 6?
Something like that. He's been doing it since whenever he came in the league. It's going to be a carry to the left side, and that's nothing.
Because Riggs has only played for Dallas, right?
Yep.
So then season 7.
Okay. Yeah, because he was in the CSFA for a little bit too. So yeah. Gonna be passing it here, launching this right side, and gonna be caught. Rumble forward and gets to the 40, and that's about it. As you see right there, only 84 yards passing here for JD. And that's coming from a guy that led the league and or is up there in passing yards as well.
Yeah, I think he was 4th or 5th in passing yards total.
Third and 7, need the first. Going left side and going to be caught. And Lancelot taking fraud. Taking off. And that's what I like to see. Dallas back up in there. Needed that one, Caboose.
Absolutely needed that one. They needed that one a while ago.
What a catch.
But better late than never.
What a pass again from JD. He's been doing it all year. And that's his first official passing touchdown of his USFA career.
What?
In regards to the playoffs, I forgot to say that part.
Didn't they put up 38?
No, I meant in the playoffs for the conference championship game.
So that's his first career conference championship passing touchdown.
Yeah, I had it right in my head. I had it right in my head, and then I just said like a little bit of it. My bad, y'all.
Well, considering he's a rookie and this is his first ever conference championship game, it's not saying a whole lot there.
Look, it's a long day, all right? Some words are hard, okay? Like math is hard, words are hard, reading is hard. It's all hard, okay?
It's all right, Florida man. We'll see you in the paper tomorrow.
Yeah, my brain definitely skipped. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That was tragic. I'm sorry. I gotta put some respect on JD's name, as they're back to a 13-point ball game and a little bit more than a quarter and some change to do so. So they're definitely not out of it.
2-score game, not over.
Now they need their defense to step it up. I'm sure TJ Blackman's ready to do something. I don't know if you remember in the last game, he forced a fumble to get the ball back in the 4th. So if he can replicate that, that'll put Dallas right where they need to be.
Yeah, definitely do not go anywhere yet.
1st and 10 coming up. They're going to start with the ground game, and the defense says no. I said his name before the drive started. TJ Blackman holding them to a gain of a goose egg. 2 more
First
plays like
career
that,
passing
the Dallas
touchdown.
offense will be back on. It's up to the defense to make it right, though. Standing tall in the pocket, rolling around. He's getting chased. He's going to get brought down, not for the sack, but it forces a very, very quick 3rd down.
3rd and 7. I mean, these aren't easy ones to convert. So Dallas has a realistic chance to get off the field here.
Game nowhere near over yet. They have 3 linemen. Is Dallas. Will they send a blitz? No, they will not. They're going to send 3, anticipating the pass, and still lets them free. And it's going to be the tight end, Eric Duncan, who I haven't said the name of all day, making it happen there. Hit the seam like crazy. That was definitely a mismatch right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty sure that's that's Mitchell Lott. Yeah, you don't want to have him on the tight end. That's no go. 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun looking for a man, and he's gonna go deep again. Is he catching fire? Yes, he is. Give that touchdown right back to Huntington Beach. Cassius Castle says hello.
That's tough.
And guess who's on the coverage? I think we
Griffin Kenobi.
I think we might have a marked man in Dallas. As they're going to go for the 2-point conversion to make it a 21-point ball game by himself again. And there goes Earl Flint to add on 2 more points.
Yeah, so Raven Kenobi, I believe, if reports are true, has just been put on the trade block.
Trade block. That's good enough to get released. All right, I'll take the cap hit. Games like that definitely can't have the top taken off like that. You expect your secondaries to be the fastest group on the field outside of your skill positions on offense.
Yeah.
And if you're getting torched like that, it's kind of hard for me to think you have a place on this team, and better yet, the league. I mean, because that's tough. That's tape that the rest of the league is seeing too. When it's all said and done, like how would you think other teams would want to think about picking them up?
Right. Well, and also, I mean, it's not only tape for other teams, but I mean, this is at the highest level. It's not quite the United Bowl, but I mean, this is to get to the United Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't perform, like, why would they trust you?
I think 33's agent is gonna need to do some magic. And I'm not talking about in Magic City. If he wants to keep his job, as they're gonna be a straight up blitz and getting home, and it's gonna be steel pads.
I think 58 there on the line needs to figure out what he's doing as well.
He let him scot free right at the quarterback.
So just a couple positions just not quite in sync with the rest of the team, and it's causing so many problems for everyone.
Fake the handoff here. Protection is a lot better this time, and he's going to go deep, and he's got his man open, and it's going to be Sir Lancelot doing it again. He says the Dragon still got life, taking it right back.
Hey, I ain't even mad at it.
And who got burned on that play? They had Kenny Bombard, another player that's been moved around a couple of times. I believe he got drafted by you in Charlotte. Not sure. I don't remember. I know he was with Charlotte. But regardless of that, Dallas down 2 scores yet again. But is 33 going to be a target for the rest of the game?
I would assume so, yes.
JD in the chat saying, I'm not even the coach and I'm cutting. I feel it. I get you. I don't blame you. Because all things considered, those 2 long touchdowns taken away, And if everything was the same, completely different ball game.
Yeah, I think personally I can put most of the defensive struggles on 33, and I can put most of the offensive struggles on 58.
Mm-hmm. You want to see the return there to the 26-yard line. And was that 58 on the tackle?
Yeah.
No, that's 56. Got lucky.
No, it's 58.
Oh, I thought I saw 56. My bad. Okay.
I think he's the left tackle.
Mm-hmm. Half formation here. Third quarter winding down, rumbling, and going to get tackled down. Andrew Gregory, the rookie, coming through with the tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Beautiful pass there on the dot there by the big homie Justin Duke, showing why he led the league in passing touchdowns. And the receiving crew making it happen, as it's going to be a fake here, looking for a man once again. Pocket perfect, passes better, turn it up and almost broke free. That was bet you a lot there on the tackle. They went for the zone on that play, Caboose. It didn't work out. The man isn't working out. What do they need to do?
I think personally, I think they need to. I don't know. They need to start getting to Tyler Deathridge. Their biggest successes on defense have been drives where they get to the quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Watching right side and once again open, taking off, and Ryan, the Diamond Davis, all the touchdowns in the world. Huntington Beach is loving it because it doesn't matter. They're going to hold on to the lead if they keep going back and forth. Look at him actually holding on to the football and not dropping it. That's pretty crazy.
That is insane. First time I've seen that.
It's been a while. Kick is going to be up, and he's going to doink the extra point, and that is his first official missed kick ever. What?
Wow, that's his first ever official missed kicked. Stacks, I want what you're on.
Wabber?
I want what you're on.
I ain't hear you. My bad.
I said I want whatever it is that you are taking.
I mean, I'm just high on life. You know me. Like, I'm just going off from muscle. But that's why people love me. You know what I'm saying? You love me too. Don't be mad.
You know, I wouldn't have flown out to Florida to not watch a football game that I spent money to go see.
You're still on
if
that?
I didn't love you. I'm always on that.
I'm gonna nickname you the Plunger, always bringing up old shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be cool, man. I'm coming your way next time. It's gonna be sending this one away. 8 seconds left here in the third quarter. Gonna be returned here and rumbling past the 25. And what you gotta say to that?
I think it's about time for the fourth quarter. I don't know. What else am I supposed to say?
Oh, I thought you were about to say something about me coming your way.
Oh. Yeah, I'm down. You just let me know when. I'll wait. I might die of old age before it happens, but I'll wait.
Most definitely. It's going to be first and 10 coming up, a handoff just to try to give them a little bit of life, but that's nothing doing there. And we're going to go ahead and take this into the fourth quarter. Throw your fours up. Dallas trying to go 2 straight scoring drives here. Going to be a short drop back. Looking, takes off to run, throws middle of the field and caught. There goes Riggs with the spin move. And he's going to get to midfield, picking up 17.
It's a nice little play there.
Can't be mad at that. Looked like he did a little bit of a Mahomes no look there. No, he was looking. Never mind. I thought he was looking away. But impressive pass nonetheless. And I'll go ahead and get the spin going after this drive ends. We'll see what happens. First and 10 coming. Single back set. Another short drop back. Quick pitch right side and caught, but going absolutely nowhere.
No, that's broken up. I don't think he catches that. Did they call that a catch?
It was a catch, yeah.
All right. I'm spinning today's wheel of what the hell is a catch.
Did the ball hit the ground?
I'm pretty sure the ball hit the ground.
Well, regardless of that, the referee said yes, it's going to be takeoff to run, avoids the sack initially, but Jerry Philbin says no. 1.5 sacks on the night, and just like that, all that momentum goes away. 7 sacks on the game.
Yeah, Duke has been eating the gray grass of Huntington Beach all game long. And there it is, 58 letting his man right through yet again.
Another short drop back here. Quick pitch, not getting the first down that way. Past the 45, and that's a drive killer, my friend.
Yeah, no, it was.
We're going to go ahead and set up the punt. Less than 10 minutes left. And Dallas getting a little bit of the taste of their own medicine here as they're going to try to go for it. I don't see why not. They got to get past the 40.5-yard line to keep the drive alive. Going to need something here. They hold an extra blocker, and what a dot, but he could not hang on, heading to the ground. And Huntington Beach is going to get the ball back in some pretty good field position.
Yeah, and at this point, not that it would necessarily matter. I think too much time has come off the clock.
As we're going to go ahead and set up for the spin. Looks like it's going to be 15 TPE as we're going to take that one past the 40. We're doing doubles for the playoffs here. So it's going to be 15 plus 15 in this. So looks like it's going to go to Mr. T.J. Blackman there for Dallas. Not loving the score. They gave up more points than he's going to earn TPE-wise tonight, but he's going to take that into next season. He ain't going to be too mad at that as we're going to see a handoff trying to use his blocks. Just keeps his feet under him. I don't know how he did it, but he's going to take that to the 32, and Huntington Beach is going to take that first down.
You know, it was a valiant attempt in the second half here from Dallas. The first half woes really slowed them down and allowed Huntington Beach to find their game. You know, their first stop on defense looked great. But again, not enough time on offense. Too many guys get through the line.
If he just kept himself outside a little bit more to turn that corner, he might have been good, but picked up 5. Could have been worse, I suppose. Handoff here in a big hole. First down play inside the 20. There's going to be first and 10 coming up. And Ryan Davis, for whatever reason, bets against his team. Don't get it, but yeah. Okay.
Hey, you know what? In his defense, I would do the same thing when I ran Lincoln. I would bet against myself all the time. Because then even if I lost, I won something.
That's lame. Kind of justify losing.
Hey, maybe it was Lincoln. We had to play against Death Valley, Hades Creek, and you guys. It was a tough division.
That's where the rivalry started. It's only going to get better from here, I'm assuming. It's going to be second and inches. Going to pass this one, turning away from the pressure. Throws right side, trying to get deflected. And Ryan Davis is going to get his second. And I think we could call this GG's.
More or less, yeah. I would assume so. I'd like to see Dallas get another score, try and make it a little bit more respectable. Gee, that one-handed, you gotta be kidding me. That's just disgusting. That's something you find on like a dirty website.
Kick is going to be up and good. Flip the Dallas' score backwards. And that's exactly what Huntington Beach has, 41-14. And what was not the greatest of showings we've seen from Dallas. But granted, Huntington Beach is that team. They literally have everything, the least amount of weaknesses out of all the teams in the league. And it shows that they know how to get the job done, as they'll more than likely make their 4th straight trip to the United Bowl, looking to make it 3 out of 4.
Definitely. And, one thing I do want to ask is, with the Huntington Beach cap situation next season, I mean, is Huntington Beach at the end of their dynasty?
Well, in regards to that, they better hope they get this W in the United Bowl if that's the case, because if not, they may not make the playoffs for a good minute. Because I could very well see Anchorage, Detroit, and Dallas being the top 3 next season. Now, in regards to their team as a whole, they still have cap. They're going to have to rebuild. But with the addition of them losing their coach, along with all the high-powered weapons that now are not going to be on the team anymore, until they prove it on the field, it's going to be hard for me to think that they're going to turn up and be back to this type of form all in one season, as we're going to see a pass there to the right side for the first down.
And we've never seen a playoffs without Huntington Beach to this point. So, I mean, what would that mean, I guess, for the league as a whole?
Well, the league must go on for sure, and you got to give credit where credit is due, where Huntington Beach is since we started this thing. You and me, we've seen every game up to this point for the most part. Just like you said, there hasn't been a playoffs where Huntington Beach wasn't at least a wild card, and they won so many championships within this set. Our first 10 seasons was mostly been Huntington Beach finding a way to the final last dances, right? So it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird to say that. But that's going to be a drop right there. But yeah, this might be just the changing of the guard, as most leagues do. You've seen teams like the New England Patriots, how Dave came up to prominence with the Tom Brady and everything like that. Almost 2 decades worth of great action there to help them get to the playoffs, winning Super Bowls. And you can honestly make that comparison to Huntington Beach in some way, shape, or form, as we're going to see a throwaway. Yeah, it's going to be weird to see. Going to be interesting to note who is actually going to be the coach here for Huntington Beach.
This is true, and it's looking like First Ray is going to end up back in a coaching position.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to have a few new people taking over. Jax James will be taking over in Toronto. We're going to have Kyle back taking up the reins in Tacoma. Mm-hmm. And that just leaves Huntington Beach.
One thing I will like to see is the red versus blue rivalry be strong again, because Huntington Beach, I don't think, has lost to Tacoma in the past 5 seasons.
Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone Huntington Beach has lost to in the last 5 seasons.
That's fair. I know 2 of those teams is at least Anchorage and Toronto recently, with the last 2. But, yeah, pretty crazy to note. Who's the last team that beat them? New York. There you go. Yeah, New York beat them too.
When?
This season.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their 2 losses were to New York and Anchorage. So
interesting.
This is going to be 1st and 12. They're going to stretch this to the right side, but the defense of Dallas is trying to at least give them 2 more if possible.
Wouldn't that be something? A safety right here at the end.
Oh, there's no hate. There's definitely not hate. I respect Huntington Beach a lot as a whole,
Yeah,
but it's just the amount of losses, like especially on defense as well. That's where it's really going to pick up for me, as he's running backwards, and that's a loss of one. They're just steady going backwards here. It's going to be 3rd and 15. They still have Tyler Deathridge, and we're going to have to see his transition from 22 to 24, but he's definitely not going to have the caliber of weapons that he had as well.
Yeah, because I think Davis is testing the market. Earl Flint is leaving.
We
And
still
is this a
have
safety?
Carlton Banks, who's very strong, but we have to see what he does as well. As he's in the chat, he's like, "Don't hate on HBB next season." But
That was a flag in the end zone. That should be a safety, right?
oh, I missed
A
the
flag.
play. I'm sorry.
Oh, there was a flag on Huntington Beach while they're basically in their own end zone.
I missed it. Going to take it to the 10-yard line. This is number 10. Dallas will get the stop, and they'll have a chance to at least get 20 points in their first crack of the conference championship game. Have they
This
made
is
it
their
to the
second.
conference championship game?
Yes, they have. They played Huntington Beach.
So similar vibes here, I'm assuming.
Yes.
That is
I think the big difference is last time they were here is because Ulf carried them here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they got shut out last time.
If
I'll
that's
have
the
to
case,
go double check it.
if that's the case, that's improvement. They at least got 2
True.
touchdowns. They probably gave up as many points as they did last time they played them in the playoffs, but no improvement. That's what I can see.
For sure. Well, let's go check. Season 7, I think? No.
Going to be passing this one right side.
Season 8. Season 8, it was 17-14 win for Huntington Beach.
Oh, that was actually pretty close. My bad. I'll take that back. It was a downgrade then. And they have a much better team now than they had then as well. Not what you want to see, but not the end of the world. Everyone's got to lose sometime, right?
Yep.
You just hope that it ain't you in the playoffs. Is it going to pass this left side and that is definitely a face mask. And that's going to be Wiley E. Coyote taking them inside Huntington Beach territory. 2 minutes, 16 seconds left.
Yeah, it was actually a very surprisingly clean game. Not a lot of flags thrown this game.
Short drop back again, pass and caught. First down play inside the 40 to the 35. And that should take us to the 2-minute warning.
So really the question is, can Dallas get 20?
They can do
I
it.
think they can. I think they can.
They can do it.
I'd like to see them do it.
Mm-hmm. Cap it off. Cap the season off, and it isn't going to go the way they wanted to all the way, but we've seen it a few times, like right at the end with some of the teams that didn't make the playoffs. They showed out at the very least to try to give themselves a little momentum. As we're going to see a pass here, spinning away from the pressure, going to throw on the run, going to launch it and going to be caught, and we called it caboose. Sir Lancelot.
Lancelot showing why he needs to get a raise, in my opinion.
And Lancelot going over the top of the safety, Annalisa Melkula, who was also announced her retirement as well. So she's hoping to get a United Bowl victory again. And she's trying to turn up a little bit. But Dallas did crack 20. And I'm sure they're going to try to go for the onside kick.
Absolutely. And that's kind of part of the reason why we were talking about Huntington Beach, and maybe they're not going to be the team that they are next season, is because of all the people retiring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, retirements, potential free agent movements, the coach packing his bags.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot to recover from, especially from a team this caliber. Like I said, I still have them fighting for the playoffs, but I don't know if the talent is going to match up in some of these small games.
Yeah.
I have to see what they draft, of course, and how they upgrade, what the new coach will do. But
Mm-hmm.
just going off the muscle, that's a lot of talent to make up for. I
Absolutely.
don't think one draft and one offseason is going to cut it. Because we're going to go ahead and see that recovered by Dallas, and they're going to get another chance.
Hey, you know what? Let's keep it going.
Dallas said we can
Whoever
do it
that
again.
man is on Huntington Beach should get cut. Never be put on the hands team again.
Single back set. Short drop back again. Goes short with it. Gonna be punched out and almost picked off there by Adam Leach, but he was heading out of bounds. I don't think he was gonna do it. 2nd and 10.
No.
Dallas definitely had a fun season for sure. Especially in the later portion where they just hit a streak of W's. Not the way they wanted to end it here, but there was a chance they wasn't even going to make the playoffs. A lot of people had Dallas in that third spot, and they had Detroit in that third spot, and Dallas was sitting in 4th or 5th for most of the season, but they just kept on winning.
Yeah, the West has been, I mean, outside of St. Louis and Huntington Beach, which have been kind of constants at the top and bottom, the West has been pretty wild.
Mm-hmm. Anchorage took a major step up, even though they kind of skidded their way out of the playoffs yesterday. Detroit, even with their missing of the playoffs, was always a team you had the game plan for. Offense and defense very strong all the way through. Quick pitch and going to be incomplete. But then you got Dallas here, top 2, top 3 offense. My opinion, I'll say number 2. But overall, I think it's just ridiculous how this team is matched up. And I've done some tests on all these teams. I don't know exactly how they're going to play, but everyone's going to make it a jump up as they're going to get some more talent here. And that's going to be incomplete. He couldn't hang on, was Riggs. And it's going to be 4th and 10 coming up. Looked like one of those plays where he brought the football too low and his knee picked it out of his own hands.
Yeah. I hate it when that happens.
Yeah. So dumb. Jerry Riggs is going to be matched up against a linebacker on this play. We'll see how interesting this is. They go left side and almost throws a pick.
That was testy. I did not like that decision.
Yeah, double coverage. Had a safety there in the wings, ready to snap that one. Luckily enough for him, it didn't go completely in his hands, but definitely not the greatest of decisions we've seen from him. As Huntington Beach going to set up in the I formation. Caleb Howard going to take the handoff, not getting too much. Dallas is not calling the timeouts here. I think they're going to go ahead and concede the victory off of a good effort, but not good enough.
You know, and something I want to just point out here. In the first half, Huntington Beach was up 17-0. If you take away that first half and just take the second half, right now the score would be 24-21.
Mm-hmm.
And that first half just killed Dallas.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see in the scoring summary exactly what you just said right there. The second half told a completely different story as opposed to the whole game, because Dallas showed that they can get the ball in the end zone. If they were doing that in the first quarter, both of these teams would be over 30 easily.
Yeah. This would be a much, much closer game if Dallas was able to put some things together. in the first half.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget they missed the field goal as well. So just going off of that alone, it would have been what, 24-41 if it was to be the same.
Yeah.
That's a 17-point game still, but a lot better than what it's looking now. As
On that, and that could be just attributed to the 17 points that they gave up in the first half, or in the third quarter alone.
That's good analysis right there. Lines up perfectly, but we're going to have to wrap this one up. You see right there, Tyler Deathridge. Jesus.
Doing his thing.
Huh?
Doing his thing.
Doing his thing for real. And Justin Duke, even with the semi low completion percentage, had himself a fairly decent game. He just kind of started out really slow. He was getting sacked a lot. But that is how the cookie crumbles sometime, like I always say. Final score is 41-21. And we're going to go ahead into the stats. Another perfect passer rating there for Tyler Deathridge. Couldn't do this game any better. But now that we're here, as we go through the stats, what are your thoughts on what Dallas needs to improve on player-wise going into the Madden 24 era?
Secondary. I don't know if I need to expand on that, but secondary.
You can expand on it a little bit. Is there more of a backup on the safety side of thing? Do you think they're outside corners?
I think they need to upgrade in the corners department. Specific. I mean, Raymond Kenobi been in the league for a few years now. He ain't it. At least not this particular game. He was not it. Constantly got exposed. I think it was maybe four of the 5 touchdowns were thrown on him. You get an upgrade there, it could change your game.
Most definitely.
Or Raven has a better game, and it changes your game.
One other player that I'll probably look to shipping off, his name is Mitchell Lott, and he is a backup safety. And he's been exposed a few times in this game as well. He doesn't have the speed, so I think having a guy that is upgrading, that can take his spot, can do wonders going into next season. And I'll be interested to see what Rob JG could do with this offseason. He definitely put on a great showing for the free agents to come along. In my opinion, Dallas is like 2 or 3 pieces away from being a legit United Bowl champion. They're right there. With this offense, they can do damage. As we're going to go ahead and check into the defensive stats. I kind of ran through the offensive ones, but Jordan Vinny led the way. 9 tackles, 2 sacks on the day. Great job. Gina DeClina Buckley, 7 tackles, 1 tackle for loss and a sack. Steel Pads with 6 tackles and a sack. Wiley Coyote, 5 tackles along with Leon Kennedy. Jerry Philbin, 4 tackles, 1.5 sack. And Elisa Melculo doing her thing with 4 tackles. Adam Leach with 3. Oleg Crusher with 3 and a sack. Kenny Barnbar gets 3. T. Knight and Josh Schloyer get 2. Donnell Sullivan, Paranai Barra, Jeff Brown, Jason Breeze get a tackle. Night Stalker does the same. He gets a half a sack doing his thing. And you see right there, just getting to the quarterback, that's been the story of the game here for Huntington Beach. That's one of the reasons why they're able to go up so quick, getting them off the field. As no interceptions. Leon Kennedy led the way with pass deflections. Honestly, should have had at least 1 interception, but dropped 1. T. Knight with 2. Crusher, Breeze, Bombard, and Mokulo each with 1. No fumbles or anything like that. On the other side, the leading tackler will be TJ Blackman as expected, 11 on the day. Definitely love it. Can't wait to see him in the big leagues next season. Wrigley doing his thing with 10. And also another great linebacker to build on. I think the linebacker core could be improved around them, along with the big homie Rocky Ivan, as you see right there. Get them 1 or 2 more guys to fill out. Weezy Porter there, strong safety doing his thing with 8. Going to get a sack. Raven Kenobi getting 5. John Fowler with 4. Carson Cuthbert with 4. Thad Castle with 3. Rocky Ivan, Mitchell Lott also with 3. Chester Owens with 2. Percy Cooper, Autumn McKenzie getting 2. Smoke Vasquez with 2. Blaze Baxter, Jackson Storm, Cody Lawrence, Gus Lake, Jacoby Cobb, and Baron Witt each with 1. And I like that guy Barron went too. He's very underrated at the D line. Andrew Gregory with 2 tackles for loss. TJ Black with 2. McKenzie and Porter each getting 1. And you see the difference in sacks here from the other side. Only 2 on the day. Got to get more than 2. My personal opinion, if you don't get at least 5, you're shooting your own self in the foot going up against Huntington Beach. You need to get 2 if they make them throw it away. And pass deflections, Raven Kenobi only got 1, and that's not going to help out for sure. That's all the defensive stats. Special teams here. Let's see. Teixeira missed 1 field goal, his first of his career, but that's extra point though. He's going to end the game with 9 total points. Victor Crime missed a field goal, but made all of his extra points. 3 points total. Victor Crime averaged 51 and some change on 7 punts. Aiden Teixeira averaged 49 and almost 50 on 4 punts. Kick return wise, Earl the Pearl Flint only 1 return for 28 yards. Sir Lancelot averaging 25.5 on 3 kick returns. Punt returns, Earl the Pearl Flint averaging 11.5 on 5 returns. Great job there. Had a 21-yarder. Wheezy Porter 2 for 8 there on the punt returns. And as you can see, just like I said before, if you just took away the first and second quarters, this is a different ball game here. Like you need to play a full half of football if you want to be Huntington Beach. You see, right?
You need to play a full 4 quarters.
Yep.
You can't take a quarter off.
Yep. And you're going to see right there, Earl Flint starting out the touchdown, 15 yards out. Aiden Teixeira with the field goal midway through the second. Earl Flint right after that, a 46-yard bomb right before the end of the first half. 5 minutes left in there. Then in the third quarter, it started to turn up with the scoring. Everybody getting some. You see Teixeira with the field goal, Lancelot with the long touchdown, Cletus Castle with the long touchdown, Sir Lancelot did an even longer touchdown, and then Ryan Davis also with the touchdown. 4 straight 40-yard touchdown passes by both these quarterbacks. Just ridiculous. And then they keep it going here with 2 more, but not outside 40 yards. Ryan Davis with another touchdown. Sir Lancelot, he gets his 3rd of the night. So that's pretty crazy. Definitely ending it off on a good note for him. But only one team can make it to the United Bowl on the west side. It's going to be the big homies at Huntington Beach. And now